$100,000 in just 30 days Shopify dropshipping. This is episode 5 of 0 to $2 million. And in this video, I'm going to break down my entire advertising strategy from A to Z. Let's dive into it. For full transparency, I'm going to show you all the profit and loss for January, so let's hop into my computer. As you can see, we generated $109,000 for the month of January. Let's do a quick refresh check for all the haters. As you can see, $109,000. So let's hop on TripleWell and see exactly how much we profited for the month of January. So a little disclaimer, the total revenue for January is, like I said, $109,000, but TripleWell does not attribute any refunds on the dashboard for whatever reason. So bear in mind that the total is $109,000, so we can take $2,000 off from the net profit. And before we even get into it, I'll just tell y'all the net profit. The net profit was around $20,000. As y'all can see, it's $26,000, but it doesn't attribute the $2,000 from refunds, and it also doesn't attribute various team members we have to pay, like our UGC creators, our email marketer, and also our VAs. So the net profit for January was $20,000, or let's just say around $20,000 for the month of January. So in terms of how much we spent on ads, as y'all can see, we spent $55,000 on ads at a 2x return. Now, how did I advertise my business to make $100,000 last month? To do this, I utilized the omnipresent approach. This means I wasn't relying on one platform, but multiple to help me drive traffic and conversions to my business. I used 3 marketing channels to make this possible, and I have 2 more that are bonuses for y'all, so stay tuned to the end. The first marketing channel that I'm utilizing is Facebook. So for Facebook, we spent $40,000 for the month of January at a 1.6 ROAS. Now, a 1.6 ROAS isn't a good ROAS that I'm necessarily proud of, but considering our break even is 1.3, we are still profitable. Now, from the 1st to the 15th of January, we were at a 1.4 ROAS. We were slightly profitable, but from the changes we made from the last few episodes, as y'all saw, we were able to turn this around, and from the 16th to the 31st, we were at a 2 ROAS for the month of January. The campaign structure that I used to generate these results was an Advantage Plus campaign. The way I structured this Advantage Plus campaign is that I put my winning creatives for my creative testing ABO inside my Advantage Plus campaign and started at $100 a day. The way I would scale it is, if your budget is $100 a day, I'd watch it for 2 to 3 days. After 2 to 3 days, you're gonna see if this hits your target ROAS. So for me, my target ROAS is a 2x return. So if I hit a 2x return in 2 to 3 days of launching the campaign, I'm gonna increase the budget by 50%. And I'm gonna do this every 2 to 3 days if I'm hitting my target ROAS. If not, I'm gonna bring back my budget 20%. And if it's still bad for 3 days, I'm gonna decrease it by another 20% until it gets back to $100. If it's still doing bad at $100 for several days on end, then I'm cutting the whole campaign, and that lets me know that the creatives I added to the Advantage Plus campaign weren't strong enough to sustain the results that I needed. The next marketing channel that I utilized was TikTok. On TikTok, we spent $13,000 at a 2 ROAS. This is how I scale my TikTok ads. So when it comes to my TikTok ads, I like to test creatives inside of ABO. So once these creatives generate 3 sales, I like to put it in its own CBO, and I put the budget at $50 a day. So I like to duplicate it twice, so then I'll have 2 CBOs. So the following day, what I'm looking for sales, and I'll let these CBOs run to my break-even point. And if it doesn't generate sales by my break-even point, I'm turning off the entire campaign. Now, if it generates sales, I'm looking for 3 sales within that day, and usually I get the 3 sales within, honestly, before noon. So what you're gonna do is duplicate your budget from $50 to $100, and every 3 sales, you're gonna duplicate your budget every single time. So 100 to 250, and then 250 to 500. You're just gonna keep doing this until the ROAS doesn't hold up. But disclaimer, do not surf scale your budget, which just means increasing your budget the way I mentioned if you're not at a 3x return, because usually your performance is just gonna decrease. And how you're gonna scale this is the next day, if this does well, you're gonna duplicate the CBOs, and you're gonna, instead of doing 2 CBOs, you're gonna have 4, or if you want to really get aggressive, you can do 10 CBOs. The only caveat to this is that you really need to monitor your performance throughout the day, because you don't want to spend all your budget within the first few hours of the day and be unprofitable when you could have ultimately just stopped it by checking your ads. The third channel we utilized was Google. So for Google, I spent 3.5K out of 5 ROAS. So y'all, Google is super powerful once you have traffic coming in. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna even break down how I set up my campaign. I will tell you what campaign I use. I use a PMAX campaign, and this is the video I used to set up my campaign. And the reason why I'm not gonna go through how I set it up is because I haven't been running it long enough, and I honestly just started using Google Ads 2 months ago, so I don't really want to teach something that I'm not fully comfortable with yet. So just a little disclaimer, we did do well with Google so far, but like I said, I'm not a pro yet, so maybe later down the line I'll show you a little tutorial of exactly how I set things up. But this video should be an amazing guide to show you exactly how to set up your Google Ads. Now that I went through the 3 marketing channels that I use, here are 2 bonus channels that y'all absolutely need to add to your business. The first one is email marketing. Off $109,000, we're able to recover over $40,000 in sales from various flows and campaigns. Here are the flows that you absolutely need to set up if you want to generate a good recovery rate when it comes to email marketing. The second one is SMS Recovery, and I use TextCart to recover around $7,000 in lost revenue if I didn't have this app installed otherwise. So as y'all can see, having recovery apps really helps you get any lost revenue, and having all the platforms working together is the best way to scale a business in 2024. You don't want to rely on one platform, because let's say you get banned on Facebook, now you're screwed. Now you really can't run ads, you can't make money, you can't do anything, and your business is going to go from making 100K a month to making 0 the next. So having omni marketing approach honestly just keeps you protected and makes sure that you're always generating revenue. If one platform goes down, you're still going to be able to generate your bag. So, but yeah guys, that's exactly how I generated $100,000 in a month with my business. If you have any questions about how I test my products, how I actually scale, if you want me to go more in depth, I do have a PDF that goes through this, and just DM me on Instagram and I can send you it for free. Moving forward, my game plan for February is the same. I'm going to be following my $0 to $2 million blueprint. I'm testing new creatives, new products. The goal is to be at 5.5K a day by the end of February. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was month 1 of $0 to $2 million. And the total balance of the series right now is $109,000 in sales. So yeah guys, if y'all want to see me hit the $2 million mark by the end of the year, and if y'all want to see my product, my store, my ads, literally everything, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.